Weekly, the Golden Knights may call Las Vegas home, but as we've seen throughout the years, their impact reaches far beyond the walls of T-Mobile Arena. And while there are many stories and examples of that reach, the latest comes from an original VGK employee.
I'm here with the Golden Knights, Will Nickel. Will, great to see you as always. I want to dig into something that I know is very close to your heart back in Madison, Safe Harbor.
Yep.
Something that was obviously close to your father's heart as well. For those that don't know, please describe what Safe Harbor is and why it's so important to you and your family.
Yeah, so my dad passed away 6 years ago at the age of 83. And at one point he was a judge. And in Madison, Wisconsin, they're on a rotation, between the criminal, the civil, and the juvenile. It's a 2-year rotation. And so when he was a juvenile judge for those 2 years, and this is back in the 90s, it really bothered him that when there was a call about child abuse in any way, shape, or form, the child had to go to the police station, and how intimidating that would be for a kid. So he got together with some people and they started this nonprofit called Safe Harbor, where now, today, you fast forward over 25 years later, we have a building, we have a service dog, we have the police in a separate room. It's just a child with a professional that's able to speak to the child, and everybody else watches on video. It's just much more kid friendly. And that was the goal initially, and it's just grown to be something bigger. So he asked me about a year before he died if I'd take his spot on the board, which I was very honored, but I also told him I'm not home much. And he said, well, they'll work with you. You'll be helping with the fundraising part, which is what I've tried to do.
I found out about this stories when, day with the Cup, Stanley Cup champions. Where are you guys taking it? You're going to go out to the bar? You're going to go out and see friends?
Yeah.
You decided to take
We're going to do something good. We had fun with it too. But what we did is we asked people that were invited to the party, if they wanted to and if they could, to make a donation to Safe Harbor. When we won the Cup, I asked John Cooper, someone I coached against a long time ago, any advice, and he said, make sure you do something good with it. And I think that's part of the tradition. And so that's what we did. And we raised thousands and thousands of dollars that day, which was much more than I thought. And then my father-in-law, who's now retired, but he was at a jewelry store. That jewelry store, TQ Diamonds, also did a fundraiser when I got my ring. And people were able to come in, get their picture with my ring and all that. And all they had to do is make a donation to Safe Harbor.
Will Nickel is in the midst of his 10th year with the organization, meaning he's an original Golden Knights employee hired in August of 2016, well before the team had a name, a logo, or even a player. And among all of his accomplishments, he's helped establish one of the best traditions the organization has.
It's gone fast in a lot of ways, but I love being a Knight. Everybody who knows me knows that, and what being a Knight means. It ties together, Safe Harbor, because our very first dev camp, we wanted to do something good in the community. And I just thought of my dad. He was still alive at that time. And something else that he did is that he would go once a week and he'd help serve people food who maybe weren't in a position to buy groceries, or they were on tough times. And so we got together with Catholic Charities our very first year, and our prospects go down. And for me, it's one of the best parts of the week. And it allows us to talk to the kids about what the Vegas Golden Knight organization means to the community, what the community means to the players, and talk about perspective, how lucky we are to be a part of something like hockey that we love, but also to be grateful for the things that you have, and not everybody is as fortunate. And the last piece is, it's always great to give back, and you always feel better, getting back on that bus afterwards, and they do, then when we get off, and that's because you're helping people.
When you boil it down what it means to be a Golden Knight, what does that mean to you?
As you know, Bill Foley gave us a definition. It was at our first meeting, I'll never forget, in the fall of 2016, when he said, what the definition of a Knight is. And it's, always advance, you never give up, you never give in, you protect those who can't protect themselves. And those aren't just words, right? Like we all live by them, whether it's me in player development, whether it's the players, whether it's people in our media, marketing, whatever, we try to live up to that every day.
Now, if you want to be part of the giving season and donate or learn more about Safe Harbor, there's a link on our website, fox5vegas.com.